Thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff who've undoubtedly made an impact on this year's graduates. I'm honored to speak before a class which holds the future leaders of math and science. When I was picking out colleges my senior year of high school, I knew I wanted to attend a university where 1, I could be as far away from my parents as possible, and 2, I could be with people that shared my same values of integrity, hard work, and a love of education. So naturally, when I got accepted into BYU, I was ecstatic and even started to fantasize about having a bunch of friends in college, getting the best grades, and having all the free time in the world to accomplish my other goals. I wish I could go back to my naive high school self and tell her college is not going to be remotely close to what you think it's going to be. In fact, I was having such a hard time at BYU that I almost left after my sophomore year. That year was the loneliest year of my life, and back then I felt like the only way for me to be happy again was by leaving BYU and returning back home to Texas. So I actually ended up transferring to the University of Houston. And on my first day of classes in Houston, I was so excited to be going to a new school and to be back in my hometown. However, after that first day of school, I was left in tears. I wasn't crying about being stressed out and not understanding the material, which is typical of me. I was upset because I missed BYU so much. I hated this feeling because I spent all that time, money, and effort into moving back home just to want to go back to BYU. These feelings only grew stronger after my second day at the University of Houston, where I again left in tears because I missed BYU. I later decided that I would just take a break from school in the fall and return to Utah for winter semester. However, once the summer was ending, I felt this strong prompting that I needed to go back to BYU. I didn't really have a reason to return to Utah other than my gut telling me I needed to go back. I even thought it would be too late to return to BYU, yet I was miraculously able to get into all of my classes. I got the last available spot and parking spot for a new apartment, and I got a new job working as a research assistant for a respected professor, and my year only got better from there. I believe that this story has 3 morals that we can take away. The first is to learn how to reframe failure. Just how I realized the University of Houston wasn't what I thought it would be is the same way a lot of us will realize that we might not fulfill the goals we have after leaving college. But that's okay. Expect to have failures in life. Even if you don't know what you want to do for the rest of your life, you're not a failure. Give yourself time, and if you tried something new and it didn't work out, that's also okay. In fact, join the club of the world's most successful people, because they fail more than the legions who live in the ranks of mediocrity. The second moral is to be patient with yourself. Young people are naturally idealistic. We can be overly ambitious and get frustrated with ourselves for not accomplishing our unreasonable goals. Life will rarely be what you want it to be, so don't beat yourself up if you delay your goals as you jump from one path to another. You'll get to where you need to go. The third and final moral of my story is to trust yourself. If I would have never trusted myself again to return to BYU, I would not be speaking before you today. You know your worth, so don't take yourself, your decisions, your outcomes, or even your mistakes so seriously. Make choices that make you feel alive, like you have a purpose, because you do. You are your best academic and guidance counselor. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. So as Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus says, take chances, make mistakes, get messy, fail a little, but get back up. Go easy on yourself and take breaks if you need to. Do what makes you you. Heavenly Father will never prevent you from being the best person He knows you can be. Thanks.